frankly, these guys are like more punk than like Sex Pistols or fucking the Ramones or fucking like, Germs, fucking the Clash, or even like the fucking Cramps, man. Not to like demean these fucking bands. I love these fucking bands, but I'm just saying like these guys were fucking doing shit that nobody else is fucking doing. And like a lot of people are telling them, don't fucking do this. You guys fucking suck. And they see shit that nobody else apparently fucking sees. A lot of like fucking proto-electronic, proto-post-punk, proto-fucking new wave, proto-no wave. Seeing shit that nobody else is fucking seeing. Like, this is, once again, shit that like is very predominant nowadays. Like just two members fucking doing like everything on stage. And like that's the other thing, that they performed fucking live, man. Like they got in like riots and shit for some fucking reason. Like people fucking had such a problem with their fucking music. Like what the fuck, man? This is another band from New York City, whether it's fucking like Velvet Underground or fucking Sonic Youth, just like immense integrity and like won't take no for an option. And like I guess could be potentially like a downfall, because once again, like you got to fucking compromise typically to usually get to the top or whatever. And you got to follow a formula or a fucking certain structure, or do what everyone else is fucking doing. And that's how you're going to get, I guess, ahead of the crowd. Bands like Depeche Mode or like Joy Division, even like Jesus and Mary Chain. I don't know how much influence they got, but like I just feel like, maybe if you listen to those bands, you'd like this fucking band. And vice versa. Extremely fucking gothic. I definitely gotta fucking throw that out there. Very artsy. Another band that comes to mind is fucking like Devo, or even like the Misfits. But once again, like, they're doing it in a very different, they're being punk. They're being electronic punks, man. They electro punk, whatever the fuck. There's just like absolutely no fucking conformity whatsoever. Were there other bands doing this? Probably. But once again, like, why do they, why do they stick out compared to the others? I don't fucking know. I guess I can, I don't know. What the fuck? Why does, Nirvana or fucking, the Doors or the Beatles? Obviously there's a certain level of talent or skill, but also like, where, how does it become, how does it enter the zeitgeist, I guess? Is it just simply enough people can relate? And getting back to it, like this is like no wave. Like there isn't like, there's change in structure, but it's not like progressive rock, for example. It's not fucking Pink Floyd. But like some of the themes and the lyrics, the stories, the messages is very real. It's very crude, but extremely fucking real. You got like Frankie Teardrop, for example. It's a very crude ass, real, scary fucking story in song form. A horror fucking movie in song form. Like a drama horror or a horror drama. And, I listened to the original mix compared to the updated mix for, say, I'm thinking of like the song Surrender, for example. And I guess I prefer the original, but like it really, once again, like just it's not the most polished, but yet once again, like there's just something there. There's fucking substance. For a second, I was having trouble remembering what the fucking second album title is called, but it's just called The Second Album. It's fucking hilarious, man. One cool thing about a lot of these songs is that they each have like personality or like individuality, which you don't really. Some bands, once they play one song, the next song is probably gonna sound pretty much identical, despite it might be composed differently or whatever. And this is also this. It is composed relatively the same, but like maybe it's the synthesizer patches, the arpeggiators and arpeggiation that give a little bit more individuality, or once again the personality, or a little bit more detail, or make it a little bit more well written, I guess, to stand out. The inclusion of synthesizers and like effect pedals have allowed so much more variability in song making. So it's just, and this is like what I think they started in 1970, even though their first album came out in 1977. I don't know how long it took them to get to release, where, how many songs they had in like 1970 or 1970, whatever the fuck, compared to obviously by 1977. And I mean, how many songs they had, obviously, that they yet to even release, or even if released at all, I guess, by 1977. Because the second album, I mean, it's also called, I guess, the first rehearsal tape, I guess, or tapes, I think is the other. It's called the second album and first rehearsal tapes. So, I mean, if it says first rehearsal tapes, I mean, they made a lot of fucking songs. You know what I mean? They were very passionate. They were very driven, very committed to this dream, to this concept. I mean, this is very original music. Their imagination is incredible. This band's definitely got a similar roughness or crudeness as, I mean, in terms of like even the theme and imagery as Velvet Underground or the Stooges. Even like Frankie Teardrop is like a predecessor to like Cannibal Corpse. I mean, not literally, but like in terms of like a horror film where like, if someone got murdered, it was shown off screen, in which now most horror films will include the gore and you see it, the brutality. And once again, this band, I mean, even like all the bands I fucking mentioned, like all very different sounding, ambient, hazy, dreamlike. I mean, this is almost like fucking like proto shoegaze almost. Not literally, but just in terms of like this like fever dreamness. Some of my favorite songs would be "Surrender" or "Diamonds Fur Coat" or "Diamonds Fur Coat Champagne," and then like got like fucking "Ghost Rider," "Girl," "Johnny," "Subway Comedian," "Dream Baby Dream," "Shadaz," motherfucking like televised executions. Very haunting, very cryptic, very loose, immense expression. Very commanding, but sometimes very light. Very fun. Very cute. Definitely a dual nature of like dream world mixed with like real life. Another band just like fucking talking about taboo shit. In which like some things need to be talked about. Because like a lot of people fucking interact with it or do these taboo things, and yet once again it's like, it's like hush hush, no one's allowed to fucking talk about it. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what do you, like, fucking, it doesn't exist. Yet it fucking, behind closed doors, once again, it definitely fucking exists, man. Even like out in the open, and yet like, just like complete denial. And this band's like, just like, no, you gotta fucking open your motherfucking eyes. Like Clockwork Orange shit. I mean, some of these songs, like, once again, Surrender even reminds me of like victory themes for like video games, like Final Fantasy. Like, literally, Surrender sounds like the beginning sounds like what would play after you won the battle. And like, you're looking at the experience go up and the items you got and all that shit. Your little fucking team is dancing and shit. Another fucking success story. Some of the subject material even reminds me of like Mitch Hedberg kind of stuff, where it's like, it seems light, like Subway Comedian, but like the subject material is a lot more complex if you like, you're really fucking paying attention. Even like, just the word surrender, such a complex fucking concept. Who wants to fucking surrender? Who wants to lose? But like, once again, when you surrender, I mean, I guess you're losing in a way, but like, what if you're losing something that you don't need or you no longer need? Maybe it's good to sacrifice, to surrender things that no longer suit you, or to, surrender, things about yourself that are just weighing you down. And despite having such a negative band name, it's honestly a rather optimistic and very positive sounding atmosphere or setting. What's external is not always internal. Don't judge a book by its cover, per se. Or in other words, just like even The Cure, I fucking, it's a band you listen to, or that I listen to when I'm feeling down, and it honestly cheers me up rather than, just the bold fucking red suicide title. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know. It's comforting somehow. And just like the idea of death can be sometimes comforting. I think of Joy Division and Bauhaus and fucking The Birthday Party, fucking Hate Rock, Pale Waves. I mean, did I already fucking say The Cure? Fucking Depeche Mode. The Jesus and Mary chain. I'd even fucking say Nirvana. Health, The Horrors. My Chemical Romance, The Killers. Usher, fucking Pixel Grip. Lydia Lunch. Sonic Youth. Chromatics, fucking Velvet Underground, as I already said. I mean, New Order, obviously. Though, I mean, I'm just saying, like, not necessarily that these bands are referencing or, like, you know, influenced by each other. I mean, maybe they are. I'm just saying, like, if you listen to these bands, you're probably gonna like this band or vice versa. Probably. Typo Negative, fucking Cannibal Corpse, fucking, I mean, I already said The Cure, fucking Black Sabbath, Dead Can Dance, Cat's Eyes, Loom, Echo and the Bunnymen, The Chameleons, Spiritualized, Ride, The Brian Jonestown Massacre, or even Susie and the Banshees, or Shooksy and the Banshees, however the fuck you say her name. I'm pretty sure I already said My Bloody Valentine. Chelsea Wolfe, Wolf Alice, fucking Tropic of Cancer, Glare. Did I say Pixel Grip? Even Morphine. The Specials, The Smiths. And once again, like, a lot of these bands, like, they don't sound anything like this band. There are obviously some bands that are, you know, electronic based, but I mean, like this is such a punk band, like a punk spirit in, like, electronic form. After now talking about a second New York City band, you know, fucking A, man, like, New York City is pretty fucking real. I mean, it's definitely changed, for sure, you know, but I mean, fucking A, man. I'm sure, you know, that spirit still is fucking alive. I believe it. As I mentioned with the Velvet Underground, this is just another band that just took the path less traveled. They did shit they were told not to do or they weren't supposed to do, and they did it anyway, and frankly, fucking, they were right. I mean, I'm sure they weren't right with fucking everything, but it's just, I don't know, man, everything's fucking balanced. Not everything's fucking black and white. There's a lot of gray in the world, you know, fucking, I don't know, man. It's always nice to listen to a fucking spooky band. I wish there were more bands or more songs like Monster Mash. Like, what the fuck? How hard is it to make a fucking Halloween song? You gotta fucking listen to, like, fucking Halloween adjacent. Happy Halloween.